how are you? So going to do a dumbbell workout for you to do at home, and I have no microphone, so what I'm going to do is do the workout and then probably put in voiceover over the top of it, okay? Because there's just a load of noise going on here, so there's no point me trying to project. And anyway, so I've got to get warmed up and I'll go through the workout. So you will need a pair of dumbbells and maybe a resistance band for your warm up, but you don't need it totally. Okay, right, let's go. Okay, so you are going to grab your resistance band. If you don't have a band, that's okay, you can do these stretches without it. So you're going to open the band wide, stretch out the chest. That's it. Bring the arms back, pushing the chest forward. Feel that stretch across the arms and the armpits. That's it. Just making sure that the arms and the chest are nice and warm. Okay, so now you're going to stand in the middle of your band. You're going to have your feet together and you're going to stick the booty back. You're going to squat down. The lower your hands are to the floor on the band, the more resistance you will create on the legs. So we just want to get the legs nice and warm, keeping those hips back. Get used to doing that because that's an important thing in all the movements. And you're going to incorporate a bicep curl here just to get the biceps nice and warm because we will be doing bicep curls later on. So chest up, back nice and flat, and the booty behind you. Yeah, now this is going to stretch out the back of your legs, keeping the hips back and feeling the stretch in the hamstring. And just notice that you're kind of lowering down and then pulling back up, so squeezing the glutes up at the top. That's it. A couple more. And we're done. Okay, so now we're going to work out our shoulders. So you're going to bring the hands up in front of you and to the sides. So that's going to work the front of our shoulders and the side of our shoulders. And try not to let the hands come up too high, and we want to keep the arms straight as well. So we want to bring the hands up to shoulder level. Just getting a nice blood flow into the shoulder muscles. We're going to hinge forward in just a second and work the backs of our shoulders. So we're getting into that flat back position, sitting the booty back, chest parallel to the floor as much as you can, and opening the hands out to the side. We don't want the hands to come back too far, like an airplane. They just want to be kind of in level with our shoulders. Super, and then we're going to turn that into a shoulder press. So we're going to work our shoulders and our triceps, getting that nice and warm. So pressing up over the head, bringing the elbows down as far as you can, and reaching the hands up as much as you can. Super. Now we're going to get the heart rate up by going squat to press. So go down as low as you can, go up as high as you can. Think of it as one movement. It'll be coming up later on. Okay. Bring the band to the side, loosen it out. We're going to stretch across the shoulder, nice and gentle because we're still warming up here. Yeah, you can also do these stretches at the end of the workout if you choose to do so. So stretching out the triceps, just a gentle pull on the elbow behind you. And giving a gentle pull on the back, and then hands behind, push the chest forward. Then we're going to squat down as low as you can and hold it there and really feel the legs warming up. You can press down into it if you like, separate the knees a little bit. And let's do one more. Then we're going to lunge side to side, sticking the hips back. This is going to stretch out the inside of our legs. That's it. Keep going. And relax over. So we're stretching out the lower back and the backs of the legs. Okay, that's our warm-up done. Lovely. So checking out the first exercise, you're going to pick up your dumbbells. Our first exercise is a squat, regular squat. We're going for 10 squats all together. Bring the dumbbells up to your shoulders, and so you're not kind of you're not using your arms to hold them there. Your legs are going to take your weight when you have the dumbbells in this position. So feet a little bit wider, sitting back, going as low as you can and squeezing up at the top. So if you notice there, you can see that little pull on the hips when we stand back up. I just really want to make sure I'm engaging all those muscles. Yeah, so you're going to breathe out to stand up, breathing in to go down. We're going for 10 altogether. Okay, now shoulder press. So get those hands up over the head. We'll clip those dumbbells together. You can do, if you only have one dumbbell, you can do this one at a time if you like as well. Just pause, repeat, rewind and repeat. So again, 10 shoulder presses. Then we're going to progress that. So we're going to go into a squat to press. You can do it with 2 dumbbells or you can do it with 1, depending on your level of intensity. I chose to do 1 for some reason. It must be making me sweat already in the first exercise. So this is one movement completely. So you're going down and up in one movement rather than kind of stopping in the middle, yeah? To keep the heart rate up and keeping those muscles on fire, stretching them out. Okay, so we got our next progression, and I think this is hamstrings and back muscles. Okay, so just loosening it out. Take up your dumbbells. You're going to turn your dumbbells so they are facing horizontally with your knuckles facing forward. You're going to hinge back and reach, say, just below the knee and come back up. Try not to bend the knee too much as you're going down. You can soften it or just go with a straight leg. I just know by looking at that I'm bending my own knee too much. There's a slight bend in the knee to take the stress off the back of the knee, but what we really want to feel here now is actually the hamstring working like we did in the warm-up, where we're just adding a little bit more weight. You got to keep those shoulders back and keep the back flat. Again, we're going for 10 lifts of this. And then we're going to go into a row. So we're hinging down, keeping the chest parallel to the floor. We're going to pull the elbows back and really try and engage those lat muscles, which are the muscles that are at your bra strap on the back. So what I mean, engage them, really think about moving them and locking them together. The elbows are going to help that. Okay, loosen that out. And then our progression to this is you're going to go down, row, down and up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 with the dumbbells. So that's going to be your lower body and your upper body. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 1, pull 2, 3, 4. So reach and pull. That's it. Keep going. We got 10 of these all together. Squeeze. So when we progress these 2 movements together, it's going to keep the heart rate up and it's going to get your muscles all working to burn more calories. That's it. Super duper. Okay, so stretch that out, loosen it up. And now we are going into our lunge series. So dumbbells side by side. Let's step forward and lunge down. You want to keep your body upright and keeping your toes pointing in the same direction. We're going to do on the same leg. We're not going to switch legs yet. And you've got 10 lunges per leg. So try and look forward. If you look at the ground, you might kind of get bad posture and roll the shoulders forward. We want to focus here is focusing on the legs. That's it. Now we're going to swap sides. Down we go. Down and up, down and up. Try and get that back knee as close to the floor as you can. and not letting our front knee roll in front of the toe. So keeping the front knee behind. Excellent. Okie dokie. So into a bicep curl, keeping the elbows pinned in. We don't want to move at the shoulders. We don't want to like kind of sway forward with the hips. Everything is still except for the elbow joint. I'm already starting to get out of breath. Okay, so now it's going to loosen it up, and then I'm going to progress with that by bringing in all those movements together. I'm going to throw shoulder press into it as well. So you lunge, you curl, then you press it up over the head, and then you come back to your starting position. And there's a lot to think about. So you'll see me there now in a second going, what am I doing? So lunge, curl, press, and then come back to the start. You want to push off your front foot when you're coming back to the start there for more power. Push. And I think I only managed to do about 8 of these because this is actually a lot more challenging than it looks. Curl, press, and reset. Curl, press, and reset. Curl, press, and reset. Yeah, I've had enough of that. Okay, so we're going to hit the deck. We're going to do chest stuff here. If you have a bench, that is perfect. If you have a step of some sort, you know, even like a garden bench, this will do. Just something to kind of get you up off the floor, so you can get a full range of motion in your chest so the elbows and the floor don't make contact. So lifting, you're going to breathe out on the lift, breathing in to come back down, pushing your heels into the floor for extra power. This is just a regular bench press. It's going to work your chest and it's going to work your triceps. So I think we're going for about 10 of these as well. I think it's 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, except for like when it gets to a power exercise, we might do 8. Depends. Okay, so now you're going to bring your hands together and you're going to open the arms out straight into a fly. So this is going to work just the chest muscles. We don't want to work the arms. So don't drop them down too low, down beside your ribs. Try and keep them out in line with the shoulders, yeah? And just feel the stretch across the chest and try and clap back up, like lower the weights slowly and then try and like power them back up together by trying to clap your hands together. Makes it really difficult, by the way, really difficult. Okay, so now what we're going to do is keep the shoulder isolated, and you are going to lower the weights to your head to work the tricep. Okay, so try and keep that shoulder still, and the only movement is in the elbow joint. You can see my shoulder is actually moving back to where the top of my arm is slightly coming back towards the top of my head. It's really hard exercise to execute, so I'm going to sit up and do an overhead tricep extension instead. So again, keep those arms pinned into the side of your head and then lower the weights behind you. So you want to feel that in your bingo wings. Yeah. So it's a lot easier to do that movement from there than on the ground. And if it gets too much for you, you can just drop one dumbbell. Oh look, that's what I do. Drop one dumbbell and go both them. So see the way I do one rep, don't feel it, and then I adjust my form by keeping that shoulder still. So if your elbows are lowering forward, you're not going to get the full benefit of the exercise. See that? I went forward there, and they went not so much forward there. I'm just trying to keep them as still as possible. Okay, so there's my bingo wings done. I'm going to stretch out my chest and the arms. And I tell you, after doing this once round, I actually did feel it the next day across my chest. I felt like I got a little bit of a boob lift. Slight wardrobe change, and look at that magic. Okay, so we got our last exercise. Now I was going to do a renegade row into a mountain climber, but I was so tired at the end of this, I just decided to do a renegade row, which is a plank with the dumbbells. So you need to get into a plank position, keep it nice and straight, Alternatively, to modify, you can just do that using one knee and extend one leg straight, or then come into a plank position and hold it. You don't even have to row. Like, you just feel everything fire up there, yeah? So what I'm going to try to do now I'm adjusting to putting one hand on the ground and just pulling back up there. Now, you don't want to twist. You don't want to twist the hip. I think I only do 5 here on this side because it's really, really difficult. It's a good finisher. You don't want to twist the hips. You want to try and keep both hips parallel to the floor and pull the elbow up. You really want to think about that back muscle working as well as everything else. And 5 and 5 either side was good enough for me. And that's me done. Yep.
Okay. You can see my sweaty face. I've just been doing one set of each exercise. Ideally, if you have the time, try do this 3 times through. But once is enough to get you moving just for a few minutes in the day. But a full workout, 3 sets. And enjoy the sound of me. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.